museum.
And so, Arnett and to the Ocentorians, I can't tell you how hard I worked to get to this point in my career, but I truly want to stand here and thank you for your sacrifices and your commitment for enabling me to have an opportunity to compete. Once again, I just want to thank you for your many years of contributions to the fire service, for your mentoring, and ensuring young men like myself have had the opportunity to enter into the fire service and to promote to the level of fire chief. I truly want to thank you for your efforts and your sacrifices as it relates to African Americans in the fire service.
The spirit of volunteerism leads us to our next segment. We'll introduce you to one dedicated member while letting you know that if you are looking for a place of service, this just might be the ticket.
Absolutely. We don't turn any help away. If people want to come and help and they're sincere and want to learn about this, we are anxious to tell them and show them and teach them. Oscar Casillas is one of our most dedicated volunteers here. Oscar is mainly our weekend Sunday docent that assists us. I've had folks write letters thanking us for his beautiful tour because Oscar puts a lot into it. We have some new gentlemen that are trying to become firefighters that are coming down here now, helping us out. And of course, I can't go on without mentioning the recently retired members of the LAFD, some of the stentorians of what I would consider our fifth generation firefighters, those that came on in the 70s and the late 60s that are now retired, that are giving their time down here to us. We just are excited about them and their energy that they bring to the table. So yes, we can definitely train anyone that wants to be a part of showing folks how to give a tour here. And of course, the information and knowledge is just priceless.
And now, museum volunteer Oscar Casillas. We found the Compton Reserve firefighter in the old kitchen building, tidying things up. He looks at his experience as preparation for a permanent life in the fire service. You are a volunteer here at the museum. Talk to me about what the duties are like keeping this place shipshape from week to week.
Well, it's good training for if you ever want to be a rookie firefighter, know what it takes. Come to the museum. You'll get all firsthand basics on primarily what to do. You start off with just opening up the museum, 1 o'clock. You have to be prompt because people are usually waiting about 1 o'clock to come to the museum. You start off by bringing in the mail, setting out the mail for Captain Burton, sorted in a particular way, kind of like you lay out the newspaper at the fire station, as well as you start cleaning the heads. And you just work your way from the heads, the apparatus floor, and just all the way up until cleaning the trash cans. So you primarily get first-hand basics on what it is to be a rookie firefighter being here at the museum, because you're practically doing everything you're going to be doing in the firehouse.
Talk to me a little bit about what it's like being able to conduct the tours and lead people through here, and talk a little bit about the history of what happened with African Americans on the fire service.
Well, I'll be honest with you, at the beginning it was a little frightening. Being able to give tours, it's if you're not used to public speaking and or talking to people about the history of the firefighter museum, I mean, you're looking at history that expands to over 150 years, right? Going back to the fire brigades and Benjamin Franklin, I mean, it was very difficult. There were times when I couldn't even really speak on anything, and thanks to Mr. Harsfield, sitting with him, talking with him, I applied a lot of the information in my own way to be able to communicate that, to give tours. It's a blessing. It's been a blessing to be able to talk to kids, talk to people, explain to them, in the first museum, when it first became a fire station from 1902, up until 1985, 1984, excuse me. And, and you have all these history and how that applies to me. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, one thing that Captain Burton always used to tell us is, how are you going to go into a career without knowing the history of it? And the fire service having so much history, you got to know what it's about. You appreciate it that much more. Funny story, I remember when I first told Captain Burton, I said, hey, I want to be a firefighter. He told me, okay, tell me the difference between an engine and a truck. I stood there with a blank look on my face like, and he looked at me and said, you know what, man, come down to the museum. First thing I did, came down to the museum, like, hey, Cap, I'm here. What do? Give me a mop and a broom. Here you go. I'm like, Okay. Didn't know. And guess what? He was like Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. I didn't know what I was doing, but you know what? I appreciate everything it did. Everything, how this museum applied to me, it has made me into a better person because of these two gentlemen, Captain Burton as well as Mr. Hartsfield.
And, there are some days when you're here, not a lot of people are passing through these doors. Why don't you tell the viewers out there that they need to come here and tell them why they need to come here?
You need to come down. No, all the viewers need to come down to the museum. It's a spectacular museum. I mean, there's a lot of history. There's so much history that you would be surprised just hearing the stories, as well as the artifacts that are here, seeing all the fire gear, the artifacts. I mean, you have to come down. I mean, it's a nonprofit organization. It's free, right? We accept donations. So, I mean, just come down. I mean, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 to 2, Sundays, 1 to 4. Come down. I'm here on Sundays. I'd love to give you guys a tour, and I'd love to show you guys around. A lot of history. You got to come down.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Casillas. Now, after 15 years of keeping this museum humming, what does Museum President Brent Burton have to say?
Well, 15 years of existence on nothing but volunteer and donation contributions makes you wonder. We're fortunate now that more people are finding out about us. Laying awake at night, I worry about some of the events that come up, and if we're going to make our mark and our target on our fundraising goals when we do those, that would probably keep me up at night and give me more sleepless nights, getting on the computer, trying to email folks and send letters out the best that we can and follow up. But it's always a possibility that, you never know what the following year would bring or the year after that. But we've been here 15 years, and I would say that we're going pretty strong. The good is seeing people just admire and appreciate this place existing. That's the good. We've learned how to really market to small children. We've had an elementary school from the Baldwin Hills area. The kindergartners rode the bus with their teachers and chaperones here, 40 of them. And they had their lunch, and we gave them a tour. And when we do tours for the little ones, we use current modern-day firefighters in today's firefighting gear to dress up and show them how that works. True, will a 5-year-old really understand integration and segregation? Probably not. But what they will remember is they went to an old firehouse and saw firefighters dress up for them, and they got a chance to walk around and see the mannequins in uniform that look like them. So that's positive. So those are some things that we're proud of, accomplishments that we have. And again, it's just really building more collaborations with other organizations and groups. Well, to the people of Los Angeles, we want to say, for those of you that have been here, thank you. Thank you for coming. If you would like to come back, we welcome you back with open arms. If you have some ideas for us, comments, concerns, suggestions, please let us know. So we want your continued support. Tell your friends, tell your family to come and visit us and use our facility for an event.
And that's it for this Newswire LA broadcast. Make sure you get down here and check out the African American Firefighter Museum. It's a place for history, learning, and it's a place for you. And remember, for everything Newswire LA, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Newswire LA. We'll see you back here next time, and good night. Stay tuned for more news on this Westlake Signal station.